For this video, we're going to look at special properties of minerals. And here I can look at, we've got special properties that include effervescence of calcite. We'll look at how different minerals fluoresce under the presence of ultraviolet light. We'll look at magnetism as a property of minerals. Very few, only magnetite or lotus stone. And we'll look at tenacity. We'll also look at special property of taste. Howlite is rock salt or table salt. It'll taste salty. And lastly, greasy or soapy feeling. And we'll look at a couple minerals. So effervescence, and we've been able to look at this to some degree so far. And we have this ability for this mineral here to effervesce vigorously. Just put a couple drops on here and watch it, listen to it effervesce. And that is a vigorous effervescence that tells me that the mineral calcite is present. Here I'm going to jump into magnetite, where I have a magnetic property here. Magnetite is the mineral that is going to have magnetic properties, not just contain iron, but iron oriented a certain way. Tenacity is really it's how hard it is for it to be pulled apart, its resistance. So it's got really weak bonds in this plane. So here I'm looking at some mica. Here I have biotite and muscovite mica. Muscovite is over here on the left. Biotite or black mica is on the right. That very, very weak bonds in between the planes, the layers here. And this breaks off very nicely into layers. But it's very hard to pull apart the other direction. Here we're going to look at, well, I guess we'll end with fluorescence. Here I can taste this. Yummy. And we can look at howlite. It's perfectly cubic shaped, therefore it has 90-degree angles. But howlite tastes salty because it is. And then I have a feel for these that have a greasy feel to them. They just, when you touch them, they have this greasiness. And these also too, this happens to be talc and kaolinite. They're very soft minerals, and they also both powder white. So let's try this fluorescence. Let me get the light up. And let's look at fluorescence. And this will be our last one. That different minerals are going to fluoresce a little different color. So here I see some greens. Here I see some oranges and reds, and here I see a little bit more of an orange, much more orange. Actually orangey yellow in the camera. So there you have special properties of minerals.